Livestream from yours truly, Unorthodox Master of Games. Horrid Harry, I would, in any other situation, I would accept your invite for a custom match, but I have to see if I can put a big toe into the world, into the pool of basic Catan, and see if I can get more people playing basic Catan to then come over and join us in the ocean of cities and nights. The basic Catan, you know, it's fun, but to me, that's just the beginning. That's the river that feeds into the ocean of greater and more fun Catan expansions. So Horrid Harry, again, I apologize. Under any other circumstance, I would be playing some cities and nights with you. Thank you for the custom invite match, but we're gonna do some basic Catan today. See if we can get some people to get interested in following the streams, and then hop over to the cities and night streams when I do those. So for now, I'm just gonna hop into an auto match, see if I can get into one of those for basic Catan, which is not really my flavor. It's not usually my style, but we're mixing it up today. I almost want to do like a 5 to 6 player, but we'll start out basic. Pun intended. 2 of 3. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Now we're getting to a game. Okay, wow. Kicking it back to the original way Catan started on the first island. 10 victory points, 3 players. It doesn't get much more back to basics than this. So, man, I'm going to be missing commodities, progress cards. Brick is actually going to have to be more important to me now than usual. I have to change my entire thinking around when it comes to Catan. I'm used to building on mainly ore, sheep, and wheat. I mean, I could still do that for the development card strategy, of course, but now that I'm in basic Catan, let's see what to do. I go last. Some strategy tips still apply in between from coming from Cities and Nights over to basic Catan, like build on a 6 and an 8 if you can. Thankfully, there's no inventor. There's no progress cards. There's no inventor in basic Catan, so no numbers are getting swapped ever. I like that 8 ore, but unfortunately the only other spot that's good is the 834. So maybe I'll be looking at, I definitely want to build on this 4 wheat, so I may go for the 348, but then I'm missing both sheeps on either side of me. I think what I'm gonna do is build on, it's a little risky, but, well, no, let's not do that. I kind of have to build on one of them. But I don't want to miss out on the 4 wheat. Let me build on the 348. And then let me point the road. I want the 341 port, but I'm going to point it over here, see if I can get on that 9. We'll see what happens. I may get diverted away from that. But now that I have the 348, I am looking at the 3611, so I can get the lumber. I could even go for I could have gone for the 912 with the sheep board and then built on the sheep, but that will not be, I don't see it working out too bad. Again, this is basic Catan, so I have to figure out what the good strategies are in basic Catan, because I usually don't play this expansion. So let me go for the 3611. We'll roll the dice on it. And the ore port, I'm going to actually turn away from the ore port. And let me go this way. See, if I can, I'll sneak over to the 8 ore. If not, I'll go for the 411. Grab another lumber hex. This way I also start out with a road with a lumber and a brick in my hand. If Well, never mind, because the 369 spot just got taken. I was really eyeballing that spot. But now, my next hope is to use that lumber and brick to build on that 4911 spot. And then it gets taken. It's like they're listening in on the stream. Do we have any viewers? We don't even have any viewers. Okay, so both of those spots are gone forever. So what I might do is just work directly over to the 834 spot, because I'm only going to need one row to do so to get there and then build a settlement. We'll see where orange throws the robber, because of course robber, you can move the robber right off the get-go. You don't. There's no barbarians to wait for to invade to then be able to move the robber. So this robber could be shutting us down, and if we get shut down and they take from us, they might break up our starting road here. And they shut down red instead, which is nice. Now we just have to hope that red does not roll a 7. Anything else? Okay, we'll take it. There's a 5. Unfortunately, we did not build on 5. Okay, so for sure I can build this road. There goes a 9. Okay, so I'll build the road here. Essentially, I'll be getting another 834 spot. If no numbers can start hitting, then that'll be good for me. It'll be double time. Doubling down on 834. Orange rolls another 7 on their turn. This could set a precedent. They could be rolling that robber shutting down number every time they roll. Okay, now it's on me this time. I lose my wheat. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to get the robber off the 8 in order to acquire sheep. But we're doing okay. If we can... Our absolute immediate goal is to get on that 8 ore so we can gain an ore hex and then go from there. And it's good that red did not point the road up towards 834. They pointed it down towards the 3-for-1 port. They were probably anticipating that someone might build on the 834 spot. So I'm glad it stayed open for me to go build on. Because you see my other settlement spot, I got cut off both ways. That 4911 spot would have been really good. Okay, so we get the wheat back. I might get a shut down so I don't get a sheep. Hopefully I can get a 6. A 3 would be even better. A 3 would give me the brick and the lumber instead of just the brick off a 6. Orange, don't roll another 7. We know how much you like rolling 7s, but just don't do it. Telemarketers keep calling me. No thank you. Okay. 9. And look at orange immediately getting payoff from building that city on the 9. They now get 2 ore every time a 9 gets rolled. Plus they get a lumber. They build on both 9s. So that's been working out for them so far. And they buy the development card. Okay. 12? No thanks. Alright, 3 or 7. 4. And I'll just pass. So, actually, if orange did not build that development card, they may have been able to build a city. Upgrade their 569 to a city. And once they do that, I might just say they're going to win the game at this point. There's a 7. Okay, so I'm guessing red will shut orange down. Hopefully not both of us. Dang it. Okay, so now 3 and an 8. That's what I'm looking for. Everybody's getting cities except for me. There's a 3. Very nice. I'm going to try to offer. This is the only trade I can do, so let's see what happens. Nothing from red and nothing from orange. Orange is self-sufficient. They don't need to trade with us. They've got everything they need. They even have a development card on top of that. And there it is. It's a knight. Please don't shut my 8 down. Okay, perfect. Shut red's 8 down. And roll a 8 just to rub it in, but nope, it's gonna be a 5. Settlement on the 2-9-10. Another 7. Is red gonna shut the 6 brick down again? Yep. Stealing from orange. Good, good. Alright, all I need is that 8. 11. Okay, once again, I offer it. I don't think it'll be accepted, but I have to offer. I have to try. Nothing going there. I'll pass. Waiting on my 8. 10. Ooh. Maybe they'll offer sheep for the wheat now that they have some sheep going. Another 10. Just trade me 1 sheep for a wheat. That's all I need. Okay, they want lumber. Just, how about a wheat? You know you want a wheat. Wheat is very useful. They probably already have wheat. They're gonna 4 for 1 their sheep, and now they have no more sheep whatsoever. So if I can roll 8, I'll roll a 12. Ay ay ay. This game will take forever. There's a 6. Just need an 8. There's a 10. 10 is getting rolled more than 8. I think 8 has gotten rolled once, and the one time I got rolled, mine was shut down. So that's perfect. So, okay. Here we go. I can do it. 4. Yikes. I will up my ante. I'll up my offer. 2 wheat for a sheep. Someone's got to bite. No. They do not care about this wheat. Or maybe orange drew a monopoly and is just waiting to steal it all. There's the 8. Of course it happens after my turn. Okay, he passes. He doesn't use his development card. Red does not roll a 7, but now I have 8 cards. But I'll still be okay. I'll just have to burn all my wheat if I roll a 7. Kind of hoping I don't, though, of course. It was perfect, and there's nothing I could do. So let me burn 4 wheat, which sets me back a lot. I do get to move the robber, so that is a small consolation prize right on the 9. Orange, what you got? Brick. And I will build that settlement on the 834, and then I'll pass. Okay, 3 is good. Now I can build 2 roads. Where to build, though? If I could sneak over to that sheep port, this might be a little bit of a stretch. But if I get another 3, I'll build 3 roads, which will give me longest road. I'll build all the way over to that 912 with the sheep port and steal it before anybody else can utilize it. Or I'll just roll a 7. It's definitely going back on the 9. The 9 is too powerful. I get a sheep that time. Build up to the 4-5. There is the brick port. You know what? I'm going to go the brick port. So I can double down on the ore. And then also be able to utilize 2 for 1 trades on brick later. 8. Perfect. Because later brick won't be as important as ore, and if I'm only getting like 1 ore every time 8 gets rolled, it's going to be hard to build my cities up at a quick rate. Alright, red's the first one to get 2 cities. If I can roll a 4 and 11, 3! And look, now I have plenty of roads to cut off orange to the sheep port. Yikes. Okay. I need 1 singular wheat. Let's see if it's out there. I have no idea what people want. Oh, we have a check mark from red. That's perfect. Brickport, here we come. And then Do I take longest road now, or do I wait? I'm gonna build a road over here. I don't want to make it... I don't want to send myself into first place territory just yet. There's a 6. Yeah, I'll grab the wheat port next. Just to try to stay a little bit low key here. I'll go to 5 victory points by doing that. And then I can still take longest road anytime I want. Who's red gonna take from this time? Oh, they have to think about it. Usually orange would be the first choice, but they'll take from me instead. Thankfully they took the lumber. I do have 2 lumber hexes, so we should get that back. Another 8, okay. Getting close to that city. Now I just need a 4, maybe another one, or an 11. Ah, 9. Orange gets 4 cards, and they... Okay, so now they're going to the sheep port. It's too bad. It's too bad. Maybe I should have tried to cut them off to the sheep port. We'll see how it plays out. But yeah, the 3s are crucial in bringing me roads, so there is that. 3s will give me longest road, or if I don't roll any more 3s, then that'll be my loss. Okay, of course it's got to go on the 9. The 9 is way too powerful. I think well, let's say red has a little momentum now. Ooh, I got a wheat. I really want to buy a development card, but I'm 1 wheat away from a city. 10. Okay, 4, 11, and I have my city. 8. 10 cards, but I can't get the city. I don't have a 3-for-1 port. I don't have the ore port. Can I roll a 4 or can I roll an 11? I can roll an 11. That's amazing. So let's go ahead and upgrade. Ooh, what city though? What is more important right now? Is it the wheat, the brick, the sheep? I'm gonna say it's a 348. Alright, yeah, let me do the 348 and I'll pass. Because if I can get 2 wheat off of 4 and then get another 8 later on, that's another city. Plus a 4 control, I'm getting 2 wheat and I'm getting a lumber. And I don't need a whole bunch of lumber right now, just to here and there build a road and a settlement, but mainly I want to get my cities up. I still have 2 ore left, so another 8's going to bring me just enough ore that I need. And the 8 gets shut down. Dang it. Alright, plan backfired. But if I do roll a 4 and get 2 wheat, then I can build 2 development cards. There's always that. Hey, we got 1 viewer on the stream. Thanks for tuning in. We're just playing basic Catan. I mostly play Cities and Knights, but I had to come over to the realm of basic Catan to see what was going on. See if I can convert anybody from basic Catan over to Cities and Knights, as another ore gets stolen from me. But the 8s are open now. 8s are open for business. And then I roll a 10. So yeah, basically 8-4 good buddy instead of 10-4 good buddy. That's what we're going for. Okay, so even if I roll an 11, I'll get 1 wheat, but I can still 4-for-1 the sheep, assuming no 7. Orange does have 2 development cards with 1 knight already played. 10s. The 10s are insane. The 10s have been rolled 6 times. Wow. So yeah, on my turn, Okay, it's 4 time, right? Let's roll a 4. We roll a 7. And I can't build any city walls. So, there's that. Of course, the 9 is still too powerful. And I'm going to shut down... I still think it's red. I think red has all the momentum right now. Once orange builds on the sheep port and then upgrades another settlement to a city, it'll be maybe a different story, but these 10s, what is going on with these 10s? Maybe I should have shut the 10 down. Or maybe red 6. Or they're 5 wheat. Maybe it's the 5 wheat that I'll have to shut down next. Night card. Red is going to shut me down. Me and orange. Shuts the 6 down, then rolls a 6. They're too good. They're a pro. Uh-oh, they have 2 knights played and they just built another development card. Largest army could be coming out soon. Okay, so now that I rolled a 7, I'll do it right this time. I'll shut down the 5 wheat. I'll steal my ore back, and then I will just wait for these 4s, these elusive 4s. Just roll a 4. The 11, okay, that's a step in the right direction. We can work with that. Just roll another 11. Or a 10. Seriously, the dice rolls get so weird in any version, any expansion on Catan universe. 10. I am just watching this game run away from me. 4 or 11. Just roll my numbers for a little while, game, you know? Let me catch up and get back into this thing. Another 10. Dice statistics say 10 is the most popular number after 7. What can you do? It's absolutely insane. Orange wants cards, but I cannot trade right now. I just need another wheat. Unless they're probing to see what we have to use their monopoly on us, but... Alright, red. Okay, I can work with 8. I can work with that. Okay, red builds another development card, so that means one of them that they built the other turn was probably not a knight. Then they built a third development card. Okay, so if they play largest army on the next turn, they could win. They could have victory points in hand. Random 2. Yikes. So I think this game might be over. That's what I'm thinking. That's my guess here. I'm going to upgrade the 834 city and then pass. I could have taken longest road, but you know, I just felt the cities were more important. Then I could easily take longest road later, but I think red's already got it in the bag, honestly. Orange is given the emoji. Yep. 8 victory points. Largest army. Oh. They still rolled the dice. So those are not 2 victory point cards in hand. The game's still going. I was wrong. I roll 8. Dang, I have all the cards in the wheat. My 4 wheat is shut down. Red is very smart player that we're dealing with here. I could build a road and a settlement. But I'll just, yeah. Let me take a longest road there. I'm gonna pass with 7. I usually don't recommend it, but gotta get those cities going. Orange giving the mad emoji, but they're just mad that largest army got taken before they could take it. And they're trying to play a little catch up on that. The knight play and the robber 7, the double robber move. Base Catan, you've seen it live, folks. And made red burn cards. This is beautiful. Shut red's 5 or 6 down. It's the only choice to keep this game alive. Although red could win on their next turn, depending on what is rolled. We'll just have to see here. They just, if they can build one more city, I'm betting one of their development cards is a victory point card. Okay, so they're down to 3 cards. There's a knight. Okay, so there's a knight to extend their largest army to 4 knights. Ah, but then they roll a 9. Yikes. They built on 2 3-for-1 ports. Red only has a 3-for-1 port to utilize. They build another development card. It is still not game over. I roll another 8, and I have 11 cards, and I really can't, can I? I really can't build a settlement. This is crazy. My only hope is for Orange to trade something with me. Orange denies me. So I'll trade for a wheat. And I'll hold. There's no sense in buying development cards. I'm way behind in the development card race. 7. See what happens when you don't build on ports, kids? Choking on cookie crumbs. Don't mind me. You know, one good thing is I do have Longest Road secured. Oh, we have 3 viewers on now. Welcome, you Base Catan viewers. Maybe some of you also watch my Cities and Nights live streams, but I'll say it again. I'm playing Base Catan in an attempt to let you guys know about this channel, this Twitch streaming channel, so that you can also tune in to my Cities and Nights live streams if you are interested, because that is the premiere, the next level of Catan playing. Cities and Nights is the best Catan expansion, and I will not be changing my opinion on that anytime soon. Okay. Red has played 5 knights. They're rolling 7s. All my hopes and dreams of winning are over. I did build 8 victory points. Red still has been not able to put this game away. A 10. Another 10. The game is just laughing at me. I'm trying to do everything I can to win here. They're going crazy in the chat. 6. Every time a 6 is rolled, my 6 is shut down. It's the perfect recipe to tease me. Just to be like, the game is like, you know, we're going to make it seem like you could win, but right at the last second, another player's going to win. Maybe Orange will make a comeback. Who knows? And of course, there's no knights to be built like in Cities and Nights, so it's not like any of my roads can get cut off. And then Red finally puts the game away with a city for a 10th victory point, and I believe they had... Did I skip over it? I believe they did have a progress card, because they had 3 cities as 6 points. This 1 settlement is a 7th point. They had the largest army, which would give them 9 points. And so yeah, one of their development cards had to be a victory point card. I think I can look at the thought there was like a whole statistics thing after the game. Maybe I skipped over it, but yeah, red definitely had victory point card in their hand. Well, anywho, I lost. I was, all my cards were getting stolen away at the end, but I was planning on building a settlement on the ore port, then upgrading one of my settlements to a city, or just build another road to settlement and win. But in base Catan, you can get so close to winning, but someone else will steal the win from you. It happens every time I play Cities and Knights, or no, sorry, base Catan. So still thinking about Cities and Knights. If you don't have Cities and Knights, just watch some videos of Cities and Knights and then consider getting it, because it's just the best. It's so much fun. There's way more strategy than there is in base Catan. But again, I'm doing this to get the other viewers, the base Catan only people, to try to bring them over, to convert them over to the Cities and Knights lifestyle. It's handshaking. So with that in mind, oh, now it's trying to find another game. Okay, we're in a game. Man, it's gonna be 4-player, but now it's 3-player. Okay, so I'm gonna refill my sweet tea. Oh, I go first. I'm gonna go first and then refill my sweet tea. Make sure I put some ice in there so it's nice and delicious. Always look at the wheat to start out. I like 5, 8, 10. I like 6, 5, 8, 10, building towards the 8, 10 spot. I have a feeling, you know what, I'm going to try it. I think someone's going to take that 8, 10 spot. So yeah, I want to see what happens. I want to see if they do it. And then I can just divert to the 3, 5, 8. But let me go refill this. And we're back. So when I'm making the sweet tea, I boil the water first, and then I put a tea bag in another pot, pour the boiling water over the tea bag, and then dump it back into the original pot because it's just a nice size, so I could scoop in the sugar, mix it into my desired sweet level. But then it's hot tea. I don't want hot tea, so if I want it to be quickly sweet tea, pour some ice cubes in a cup, pour that hot sweet tea in the cup, and then stick that thing in the freezer. So now I have to remember to go get it before it becomes frozen sweet tea. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Let me get in here in the chat. Hello, Basic Catan enthusiasts? Consider checking out Cities and Knights, the best expansion. So yeah, let me just throw that in the chat just to make sure the chat's working. No one took the 810 Orport spot. So with that in mind, we have options. This is another risk. This is a big risk here, but I'm thinking 4, 9, 11 for a little number diversity. That means I don't start out on wheat, but I do start out with a road and a sheep, which means I can immediately build that road towards the ore port. But since I'm on the ore port, I might as well build in the 4, 5, 11. That would be the logical choice. And then I will point my road. I'm actually just going to point it right here. Let's just build on that 6, 11 or wherever. We'll figure that out later. Oh, I'm just going to roll the 7 to start out. If I could steal a wheat. So I know gray, I think gray went here first. I was gone, but I'm going to guess. I'm just going to go straight up about it. Give me that wheat. Okay, I got a lumber instead. Okay, so now I have to hope not to get shut down a bunch. My whole strategy hinges on being able to build on that 8-10 ore port spot within like the first, I don't know, 10 turns of the game or so. If it takes too long to get to that point, then I'm going to be in trouble. So we'll find out here. Corrector's in the Twitch chat says, "Hey Dupinator, good luck." Thank you, Corrector. My pronunciation is horrible at times, so forgive me if I'm mispronouncing that username, but thank you for tuning in the stream. Thanks for watching. Do you think I'll be able to build on this 8 wheat spot? Because then that'll open up my gameplay to all new sorts of possibilities, but we'll see. Okay, now I'm getting fully shut down by everybody, which makes sense because I rolled the first 7 of the... Oh, now I'm going to roll another 7. Still a little bit of cookie dust in the back of the old throat. I'm going to go for... I'll mix it up. Let's shut down... Well, he has more cards still, so I'll shut down the 6 this time. I get a brick. Nothing much to do but hold on to it. I'll probably have to end up 4 for wanting something for the wheat. But yeah, once I get on that spot. After that, I hope to be able to upgrade the 6, 5, 10 settlement to a city. Oh, it's a fast-paced game. The rolls are going pretty well. Okay. I'm just the enemy here. I'm rolling all the 7s. So now I'm going to shut... Actually, you know what? I'm going to be a little bit savage. I'm going to shut down this 8 wheat I intend to build on. And then go from there. Because I'm not ready to build on it yet. So I'm confident that no one's going to trade me wheat. So I'll just keep the wheat shut down in 4 for 1. Probably the lumber once I get to that point. I could even 4 for 1 ore if 5 start getting rolled a good amount. Oh yes, my pronunciation was incredibly off. I'm worse at this than I thought. Your username is pronounced character, but it's just spelled in a funny way. Funny, interesting, unique way. You said you thought I might have snagged the 8-4 at the top for that second choice. I was highly considering that to grab that wheat spot. But then I realized if I'm going to build in this ore port, I'm going to utilize that ore port as much as I can. So that's why I double down on the 5. My plan later on, if I don't get all my cards stolen away from me, as it's happening right now, is to build 2 cities on this 5 ore and just rake in all the ore later on. But for right now, I'm having a little bit of trouble doing that. Let me go back to this 8. I don't think 8 has gotten rolled at all. I'll go check the dice statistics, and I'm correct. 8 has not gotten rolled whatsoever. So it's like me shutting the 8 down right now has had no effect on the game, which is hilarious. And there's the first 8 of the game. But Gray, he's probably pretty pissed. He doesn't get any wheat, just red. I know red isn't going to trade that wheat. But, okay, so now that I rolled the 7, let's see what red gets rid of. If they get rid of the wheat, then 2 sheep, and 2 ore. So they held on to the wheat. I'm going to shut down their 9, because if I steal the wheat... Oh, I steal the lumber. Then that means... If I stole the wheat, I was going to build the settlement. I'm going to just go crazy with the trades here. Let's see if they want 3 cards for that wheat. They don't. They absolutely do not want me to build that settlement under any circumstances. And their 9 gets rolled, but I shut it down. Man, I had like a 1 in 4 chance of stealing their wheat. I stole the lumber instead. If I roll a 5, it's mine. 7. I have another chance to steal it though. Let's get rid of sheep. Let's get rid of all this. Okay. Wish me luck. Let's shut down the... I'm going to shut down the 8. No. Let's shut down the 3 because I might get it. Come on, red. Oh, it's a sheep. Dang it. Okay. I cannot get that wheat from red. I know they still have it. Okay. They're just going to keep getting other resources in their hand, and then I'm still going to keep failing on that wheat, but... Yeah, I need a 5. Once I get a 5, I can 4 for 1 the ore. Gray, 4 for 1 so the wheat builds a development card. I roll a 9. Does nothing for me, so I'll just pass. Waiting on the 5. Okay, now the wheat's coming out to play. There's a wheat for both players. I got double unlucky. If I roll another 7, third time's got to be the charm. Oh, here's a knight. Going on me, presumably. Right on the 5. That's exactly what I need. Stole from red instead of me. Probably trying to get the wheat out of red. If he puts it on the 10, steal from red. Oh, he stole from me that time. Maybe he got the wheat from red. Oh, he did because he just built development card. Okay, so now can I roll a 5? I can roll a 6. We're just dancing around this whole thing here. 2. 2 is always a letdown because you're just like so excited to get that next resource you need, and then a 2 just completely, it's just a dud of a dice roll. It's like no one wanted it. It advanced no one whatsoever, unless you were built on it because the other 2 numbers were good. There goes another 7 right on the 5. This time it's my ore. Okay, now we're set back even more. And there's the 5. It's perfect. Yeah, so this, sometimes base Catan is not that much fun, not my favorite one to play, because you see 7's got rolled 13 times, and you see everyone's stuck at 2 victory points. It's like we can't get any traction, we can't get make any progress here. It's like we just have to wait until we can finally build up a few things. Okay, so now the 5 gets rolled, but I only have 3 ore this time instead of the 4 that I need. So I'll I'll ask for 1. Red definitely says no. Gray is here thinking you're not paying attention to their screen. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get the sheep for the ore. Again, probably not, but you never know. You always gotta try. Come on, red, you know you want to. Red says nope. I will pass with 8 cards. It's a dangerous thing to do in this high 7 game. But a 10 gets rolled. I now have 9 cards. And I still can't do it. But I'm close. I'm closer than I ever was. as red builds the city on the 3-5-8. Just roll the 5. There's a 9. Okay, here we go. 5 or 10? Nah, 5 pretty much. Ay, ay, ay. 10 cards, and I can't do it. Okay, it's about that time. I'm gonna offer ore for a sheep. I don't know if it'll go through. Nope. This is where I 4-for-1 my sheep for the wheat, and then I hopefully don't. Oh, there's a 7. If I am unlucky enough to get my wheat stolen from me, I won't rage quit, but I will be very upset. Thankfully it was the ore. Watch Gray have a monopoly and just declare it on wheat, steal the only wheat in the game right now. Although red traded in 4-for-1 for a wheat, so they can build a development card. 5. Okay, let's roll a 10. Let's roll anything but a 7. So, game, let's talk about that. I don't think you were listening clearly to my words. If anyone's going to have sheep, it's going to be red, but they did build the development card. Let me just shut down. I'll shut the 9. Yeah, let me shut the 9 down. I'll get an ore. Okay, how many turns has it been? Oh, a random 11. I'll take it. 41 turns, and I've done nothing this game. I've made no progress. Okay. A moment of silence, because I think I have 7 cards. I think I finally did it. Wow. Okay, look, check this out. It took me like way too many turns, but we've done it. And now that we have the ore port, I'll 2-for-1 for the lumber. And let's build a road right here, and we'll build on that 6-11 spot. After that, we'll focus on cities. Maybe I should have built the road towards the 9 sheep. 11s are hitting. Okay, that's good. That's a good sign. We do have some decent numbers though here in our little cluster. 12. Another one that's a dud. Rock Music Maker says, "Woo, Rock Music Maker." Thanks for tuning in and dropping the exclamation point after the woo. Thank you so much. We're playing base Catan. Not my favorite expansion, but again, we're trying to get some people to discover this channel, and then when I post that Cities and Nights live stream, or stream Cities and Nights, they'll be checking it out and wanting to join the better expansion. There goes a 4. Okay, now all I need is a 10. If I get a pair of 5s, I'll build a city instead. But now things are happening. Now that we've built on that 8 wheat, things will be happening. Let's see what red does here. They do have 2 development cards. They're going to play a knight. Where am I getting shut down? That's the only question. And they steal my wheat. Oh, and they're going to roll a 7, and they're probably going to shut down my 6 lumber, since they don't share that spot with me yet. Oh, they'll shut down the 11 brick and steal my lumber. So many setbacks, but still, I push on. I'm going to need a 10, and then a 4 or a 6. Okay, there's the 6. Now I just need a 10. So it looks like the city's not going to happen just yet, but if I roll a 10... Okay, 8s are good, but it's not quite what I need right now. I will offer this juicy brick for a sheep, because I don't think many other people have a good source of brick at the moment. We have a counter offer. He wants to give ore. Into that, I say no. I say take your ore and go home. 4 is good, but again, just give me that 10. Maybe I should have built on more than one sheep hex. Hindsight is 2020. Red builds on the 6, 9, 12. I think another 2. Another dud. After I build on the 6, 11, maybe I'll wagon wheel over, curve my roads around over to the 3, 9, 11. That way I gain a 3 as a number and a 9 as a number to add to my number diversity. Does it look like gray? They're going the other way to the 5, 9, 10. Let's roll a 10. 5. But look, but wait, we do have an ore port. We're saved. I was 1 ore away from a glorious city, but I'm going to build the settlement for now. And then I'll build a road and I'll pass. I hope to build a road and a settlement. Oh, and there's the 10. It comes in after the fact. You were needed just last turn, 10. Let me see if I can not choke on cookie dust this time. I am glad I built this way because I ended up double downing on the 6 lumber. The 11 is shut down. Could have built the road and a settlement right there. But there's the 5. Give me one more 5 and I can still build a road and a settlement without needing that 11 brick. But that 11 brick, realize, that's my only source of brick. And I haven't really wanted for brick this whole game. We have 4 11s. They've all been very helpful, except for that last one. Year of Plenty. 2 cards of their choice. They build the city on the 6, 9, 12. Red now has 2 cities on the board. Okay, 10s heating up. Let's just get all the 5s we can. If we get a 5 or 8 right here, I'll build a city. How about that? What do you know? 7. I tried not to talk about it, but it still had to happen, so I will. Do I burn all the sheep? No, I won't. Okay, definitely gonna shut red down. Red, you're 9. It's looking pretty powerful, so I'll shut that down. Steal a sheep. Sheep is useless. You know, just in case I might get stolen from, let me just build the road to prepare myself for the settlement. That way I gain 2 numbers and more sheep X's. Because right now, as I almost knocked the mic over, I'm getting pretty close to that 5th settlement. Then I can focus on the city afterward. If only 5s and 8s were getting rolled right now, I'd go directly for the city. But the way this game's been going, I gotta build whatever I can, you know. Ore. I give these sheep. Or for lumber. I'm gonna say no, just in case he has like a surprise road and a settlement up his sleeve. You know what? No, I'll wait to trade with you, Gray, till after my turn. Or maybe I'll take 2 for that sheep. Okay, he'll build a development card, no problem. Roll a 5. 8 is good. 6, no 5. I need 1 brick. So I'll pass. I don't got it. And no one's going to trade with me. 4. Man, that 11 that was shut down earlier would have been so nice. Road building. They'll be taking the longest road here. Maybe I should have built up to that 3-4 desert spot to grab a 4 brick. Yeah. That might have been a better play. I'll stick with this for now. I'll end up triple building on the 11 brick, which is hilarious. Every once in a while, when that 11 hits, I'll get 3 brick. I need a 5 or an 11 on my turn. I laugh in the face of 7. I won't roll it. I'll roll an 11. Okay. I thought that was going to backfire incredibly. So I really want to build on that spot, but I'm going to build the settlement here. Wow. I think I'll take... Should I take it now? Yeah, let me just take it now. I'll take longest road now, and then now I just gotta wait for those 5s to come in. There's one. Now I just need 1 more. Okay, so I could have built that road and settlement to take that 3-4 spot. It look like red's gonna beat me to that spot now. They're probably just going for the 4 brick, honestly. 4-11 spot. And they'll shut me and red down, steal from red, roll a 7 immediately after that knight. Shut down the 5. They know what to shut down. They're playing it perfectly. All I need to do is roll a 7. 4. Okay. 1 card away from a city. All I can do is pass. 10. Give me another 10. I'll 4-for-1 some sheep. Or give me a 3 or a 9, and I will 4-for-1 some sheep. 7. And I have 8 cards. This game gets better and better. My consolation is that it'll be off the 5. Steal from red, please. Steals my ore. Don't play a knight? Okay, he doesn't play a knight, so if I roll a 5, the city's mine. Wowza. Okay, he does have 2 development cards, so I'm going to shut down that 8 wheat. Steal my ore back. Just roll the 5. 4. Just roll the 5. Knight card. Dang it. Okay, now he's at 8 victory points. He shuts the 5 down, steals, and then rolls an 11. Okay, so we get 3 brick out of that, so that's good. If gray builds a development card, they'll have 2. If they're both victory points, we're done for. I roll a 7 because what other number would you ever want to roll in this game? I'll shut down the 8 wheat. I'll steal an ore, and I will upgrade this glorious settlement to a city. I have 3 brick in my hand, but no roads to build. I do have a longest road, but not so worried about keeping it as I am building more cities, because I think gray is going to be very, very close to winning. If red could take a pivot and go for largest army, that would be nice. Sure, I'll take that deal, red. Take all the ore I can get. Okay, there's the settlement. Red's at 6 victory points. They have no development cards, so even if they take Longest Road, it's not the biggest deal in the world. It's more focused on gray. And I'm glad I did that deal because I just got a bunch more lumber. And that's the game before we can do anything. I already had Longest Road. I could have extended it out more, but it would not have mattered. Gray is a Grandmaster, and they go ahead and take the win. They did have a development card in their hands, and it was just like last game, where I think it was Red. She had 3 cities, a settlement, largest army, and a victory point. So I guess what I'm gathering is that is the way to go in base Catan. Try to get 3 cities, a settlement, build 3 knights, play them all. And as you're building knights, you happen across a victory point card. You just put that face down. You wait till the very end of the game when you build to 9 victory points. You flip that up as your 10th one, and then you win. It's that simple. Alright, the stream's still going good. Still going well, if I can use my proper grammar. Let me hop into another auto match. Let me kick it up to 5 to 6 player. I want to try one of those out. As it's loading up, I'm going to go check on my sweet tea, see if it's frozen or not. I do appreciate you 3 viewers watching, tuning in to the basic Catan stream. And if we get a 5 to 6 player game to close this stream out, then I'll be a happy camper. So yeah, let me go get my possibly frozen sweet tea, and I'll be right back. And it's actually semi-frozen. It must have been in there. Thankfully the top isn't, so it's not like I had something covering it and it wouldn't like swell and crack the glass container it's in. But it is the top is definitely frozen. I can see right underneath the frozen top layer there's some liquid sweet tea moving around, so I'll just let it thaw out for a bit at room temperature. Or let the room temperature thaw out for a bit, and then we'll be good on some iced, some cold, some chilled sweet tea. Okay, so searching for a 5 to 6 player game. It's still searching for opponents. Usually we get into a game like that, but I guess it's a lot more common to find a 3 player basic Catan game over a 5 to 6 player one. Or maybe it's glitching out. I'm just going to X out of it. I'm going to restart the search. 5 or 6 player. Maybe 5 to 6 player mode is still experiencing some bugs, some issues, so I may have to revert back to 3 to 4 player mode. And let me check something on here real quick. How do I turn this down? Yeah, still searching for opponents. Alright. Everything's good on that. 5:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My unannounced live stream is going pretty well. I should hit some achievements on here. I was going for 50 followers, which I did hit, I think off stream within the past 8 hours or so. It looks like K Swinny the Pooh followed me 8 hours ago, so I think that was my 50th follower. So I do thank you guys for following, the ones that do. I'm up to 50 followers, and then I don't know what the next achievement followers wise is, but 50 is a pretty solid start. And then also the other achievement, I think it's called Path to Affiliate. You need 50 followers. You need to stream on 7 different days, which this stream should complete that achievement, because I had 6 out of 7 on that in progress for that achievement. And then the last one was it might have been to get 5 different people chatting in the Twitch chat at the same time, which I think I already did on a previous stream, so that's cool. So yeah, just a young budding streamer trying to bring Catan to you guys and gals, more specifically Cities and Nights, my favorite expansion in the entire Catan universe. So if you enjoy base Catan, if you enjoy playing it, you really need to go check out Cities and Nights. I will be live streaming Cities and Nights tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I do have some regular people that tune in for that also play with me on stream. And if I keep doing basic Catan streams, I'll probably invite some of you guys watching to join me. I'll set up a custom match for basic Catan, and then we can all play together, and you can follow along with the stream if you're watching, and it'll be some fun to have. We're still searching for our 5 or 6 players for this base Catan game. If it's not really going to work out, I'll just hop into one more auto match on 3 or 4 players. 2 of 6, so that's a step in the right direction. Maybe not many people, or maybe there are people already in 5 to 6 player games, but either there's not enough to get another one going, or it's just a little bit buggy. I think it'd still be a little bit buggy. I have not seen another update come out for Catan Universe in not a long time, but you know, a considerable amount of time. So yeah, I'll give it a few more minutes. If we don't get into a game, we'll go right back to 3 to 4 player auto match. We do have 5 viewers on the stream, which is awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in. And so yeah, I think if I go back into a 3 or 4 player game and the winning player pulls off the same winning strategy with 3 cities, 1 settlement, largest army, and a victory point, then that'll just set the record straight for me 100%. That's how you win, or most of the time that's how you win in basic Catan, because I've been trying to figure out the best way to win in basic Catan. Before I started playing Cities and Nights, I used to play a lot of basic Catan. I could never figure out the best way to win. It always seems like it was highly luck based, you know, off the dice rolls, which it still probably is, but I always thought it incorporated longish road, building on a bunch of different numbers for your number diversity, but it really just seems like build on 5 or 6 good numbers to start out with, upgrade those settlements to cities, build 2 more settlements, upgrade one of those to a city, or another one, or both if you can have 4 cities, and then just take largest army. And that 10 victory point win is easy. But I would like to see a 5 to 6 player game. I would like to bring that to you guys here to showcase that for the last game of the stream here, as my tea is now going from frozen sweet tea to regular iced tea. Sweet iced tea, I guess. Rock Music Maker says, I feel like Cities and Nights doesn't require you to trade as much as you need to in classic Catan. Yeah, I feel that, you know, because Cities and Nights, you're getting all those progress cards, science bonus even. Science bonus is your trading thing with instead of trading with players, and it's not even trading, you're just getting 1 resource at a time of whatever you need. So you kind of don't even have to worry about trading with other players at that point, unless they're giving you like a sweet 2 cards for 1 of your cards. But That's rare to happen unless you build on a resource that no one else really built on, so you kind of have a monopoly on it. Okay, so 5 to 6 player, it's not going to happen this stream. I will hop back into the 3 to 4 player search, and hopefully we can get a game started here pretty quickly. Just like that. I waited for 5 to 6 player for like 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes. I waited for a 3 to 4 player game for about 15 seconds, if that. Okay, so we had 2 3-player games to start out with, and as Rock Music Maker says, we rely on trading more in Classic Catan, or Basic Catan as I like to call it. And that is true, so we'll see what kind of trades we'll have to do to get ahead this game. Blue goes with a 5, 6, 11, so they will most likely be heavy on development cards and or cities. I go third. It's kind of a nice spot in the choosing starting settlements, because all the good stuff won't be completely taken, and then when I place my second spot, I'll have a chance to get a decent spot. I like that 5-8 with the lumber port, honestly. I do like that spot. The 8-10 with the wheat port complements the 10 wheat, but the 8 lumber and the lumber port is just that much better than the 10 wheat with the wheat port. You know what I'm saying? And because blue built on the 5, 6, 11 in that spot, the only other really good wheat spot is going to be still on the 6 wheat. Potentially, it's either the 3, 6 or the 6, 11, 12. Wow, I kind of really want that 6 wheat. Since orange built on the 5, 8, 10, that 5, 8 lumber port spot is gone forever. So as I wave goodbye to that, I look for something else that's good on this board. If I build on the 6, 11, 12, then I have to hope that a good brick lumber spot is going to be open for me. I could go for the 3, 10, 11, that's pretty weak. The 3, 4, 8, and then I have to get on a good brick spot so I can get down to that lumber port before orange can. Okay. I'm going to go for the 3, 4, 8, and I'm thinking red is not going to take both spots in this cluster over here. So we're going to see what happens. This is my strategy. Go for the lumber port, and then red will probably take the 6 brick, but I'm thinking I can definitely get a good spot around this 4 brick. And I can also get a sheep hex as well. If I can't get the 4, 9, 11, it won't be the end of the world, because once I build on the lumber port, I can start 2 for 1-ing for the ore that I need later on in the game. Even better, the 4, 5, 10 spot will be good, so I can gain a 5 as a number. Well, we'll just see. We'll see. I already have an 8. Essentially, the most ideal spot for my second starting placement is gonna be the 3, 6, 9, because that 6 brick and the 8 lumber bringing me lots of roads. I'll then have 3 lumber hexes, a 3, 4, and an 8, and once I build on the lumber port, lumber 2 for 1 for days. But that is gone now because red heard me through the internet and built on that 3, 6, 9 spot. The 3, 4, 8, I do like that spot, but then I'm building on 2, 3, 4, 8 spots, which will limit my number diversity. So I think I'm gonna kind of stay away from that one. Now it's the 4, 9, 11 is gonna get me on ore. The 4, 5, 10 will not get me on ore, but it'll open me up to build out towards this 5, 9, 12 perhaps, or the 9, 10, or it'll give me more options. So I think I'm gonna stay away from the 4, 9, 11, just because when I want to build out later, it's gonna help me out. And having 2 wheat spots, man, that 6, 11, 12 is still staring at me, but I definitely need a sheep. The 4, 8, 10 is decent, but I want number diversity, so I'm gonna go for the 4, 5, 10. Yeah. Okay, so I'll build there. We'll try it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go the other way. I know someone's gonna build on that 8, 3, 4 spot and point the road towards the wheat port, and then they'll have a road in hand and then just cut me off immediately. So it's not worth it to build towards the wheat port. I'll build away, and I can either go 5, 9, 12, or if someone takes that, I can go 9, 10. Of course, I could have built on 3, 8, 4, start out with a road, but actually, maybe I should have taken the 4, 8, 10, because now orange can build on that 3, 4, 8 spot and then have a road in hand to build immediately towards a lumber port. So many things to try to consider. Yeah, Rock Music Maker, it's a conspiracy to figure out if Red stream sniped me to figure out that I wanted that 3, 6, 9 spot. Or it's just as simple as that's a good spot. Did not expect that from orange. Orange instead builds on the 8, 10 and points back inland. And then blue takes the 8, 3, 4 spot. So orange, I think you kind of messed up. I think you should have built on the 8, 3, 4 and then point your road towards the wheat port. Because blue, well, I could see that. It's a defensive move against blue, because blue could have built on the wheat port and then could have gone to town on 2-for-1 trades with wheat once they have, you know, a bunch of resources built up, a bunch of production from the 6 and the 10. But that actually ended up working out for us indirectly, so I'm happy with how that worked out. So of course, going to build my road towards the lumber port. That's all I want right now. And if I can get to this port way quicker than I could have gotten to the ore port last game, then we're doing that much better. Basically, we need a 4. 4 will give us the lumber and the brick we need. And I don't see, man, orange, I do not see you winning this game, honestly. Unless 10s start getting rolled a lot, 10s and 8s, so you can build, you know, cities, development cards, but orange gave up that 4 brick spot, which would have been, I think, pretty crucial to your gameplay. But then again, if orange did not build in the 10 wheat, where's the wheat coming from? So I guess it was a tough decision for what they should have built on. Also, too, their only numbers are 8, 5, and 10. So their number diversity is not that good at all. So I think it's going to be very tough for orange to win. Although they did start the game off with building a development card. So we'll just see how it goes. We'll just see. I think blue has a very good shot. Let's see about red. Red could potentially have a good shot. We're gonna have to find out how those 10s and 11s, those ore hexes, get rolled. But yeah, I think I have a good shot. I think blue is a good shot. Anyone else, wacky dice rolls could change the outcome of this game. Okay, 7 gets rolled. I just want my 4s to stay open for business. Blue is moving it, so they're not going to put it on the 4 brick. Just put it anywhere besides the 4 lumber, and we're good. So yeah, if I can get on that lumber port after that, I'm going to want to build... Of course, I did not build on ore. Sometimes I omit ore just because of the fact that once I get on a good port, I can start trading for it when I need it later on. But I'll probably kick it with roads and settlements for now. Come on, roll the 4. The 5, that's close, but not quite. Actually, if I can get a sheep for an ore, I'll build a development card, still have sheep and wheat left over. for my city acquisition, so we'll see what happens here. They both said no. Red looks like they're experiencing internet connectivity issues, so I'm gonna just keep it going. I'll offer the wheat for the ore. Is blue considering this trade? Because they replied immediately no to the sheep for the ore. But yeah, if I can get this one ore, my turn's running out. Oh, we have a counter offer. 2 for 1. Nope, because then once I buy the development card, I'll have no wheat left over. Okay, so since red has connectivity issues, maybe their turn's gonna, the turn timer's gonna run all the way out, and then they'll roll. So they might get kicked from this game. We'll see. Then there'll be a bot that all the other players will be taking advantage of, trying to get 2 for 1 trades. But yeah, if I get a 4, I'm good. Like I said, I'll build the settlement on the 8 with the lumber port. After that, I'll probably build a road and a settlement to the 5, 9, 12 and gain a 9 as a number. If I could even sneak down to that 6, 11, 12 spot, then I'll be doing amazing. Of course, I also, if I build in the 5, 9, 12, then I'm going to want the sheep port. And by doubling down on the 4 lumber, that's also going to complement my lumber port. So I just got to see what happens with the dice rolls. So yeah, I'm definitely glad that I did not build on that 4, 9, 11 for my second city, second starting settlement spot. Okay, red's turn will run out of time. They roll a 10. Okay, I have 4 sheep, 4 wheat. If I could just get a 4, I'll be off to the races. Of course, I have 8 cards. I got a feeling I can sense one particular number just waiting to strike. We'll see what happens here. Orange actually built the second development card, and sucks their 10 ore got shut down, because they would have gotten an ore on that turn as well as a wheat. 8 gets rolled. Okay, we're like right there. We're dancing right around the cards we need for the settlement, but we're just missing that 4. Let's see, I'm really hoping Orange doesn't have a monopoly to start off. Because if I get all my sheep or all my wheat stolen, that's going to be a real bummer, a real Debbie Downer. They buy a 3rd development card. Okay, let's roll the 4. Okay, we roll the 5. It's not the end of the world. I will just 4 for 1. Watch 4 get rolled next turn. That would be pretty funny. Okay, so I secure the settlement on the lumber port before red can do anything crazy, pull any tricks out of their hat, like a year of plenty and or a road building on 2 turns one after the other, and steal that spot from me. Looks like, yeah, look, red will probably get kicked. I think they're after 3 turns of the turn timer running out, I think you get kicked and get replaced by a bot. So it's unfortunate they have connectivity issues, but hey, it just happens from sometimes, so there's nothing we can really do about it. Every once in a while you will see a player rejoin later in the game once their Wi-Fi or whatever gets fixed or starts running more smoothly, but this may be the end for Pedro Moraes. And red, yeah. Once blue cut red off to that 3-6 spot, then I think I kind of messed up a lot of red strategy there. I mean, they can still get over to that ore port on the 6 brick and double down the 6 brick, but then they really rely on 10s and 11s getting rolled a lot. And they have 1 wheat and it's a 3, so it's just not that strong. Okay, so they did get kicked. They are gone. So now they're a bot. 10 did get rolled. Man, orange is probably fuming that their 10 ore is shut down all this time. 8 pays off. If I get a 4, or then I can build just a road. I was gonna say if I get an 8 I can build 2 roads and a settlement, but that's not the case. I would need 5 lumber in hand. Or would I need 6? I would need 6 lumber in hand, so I could trade 4 lumber for 2 brick, have 2 lumber left over. 2 lumber, 2 brick, a sheep, and a wheat equals a road and a settlement. I do have 7 cards, so thankfully I'm not over the limit. Because I'm still wondering about that one particular number we won't mention. That number that must not be named. But yeah, I think I'll go for the 5-9-12 spot, build the settlement there. And then after that, I'm gonna want to get on that sheep port. I think I should do that instead of going all the way down to the 6, 11, 12. Because that's going to be a lot of work to get down there. Okay, 3 gets rolled. In this case, man, if only a 4 got rolled. Okay, so I'll trade in for a brick. I will build. Yeah, let me just build the 5-9-12 first. Now I'm 1 brick away from a settlement. Wheat for a lumber, no thanks. Once I build the settlement on the 5-9-12, then I'll probably just go directly for the sheep port. I have no competition towards the sheep port also. Oh, 8 is even better. I can 2 for 1. Well, 4 is better than 8, but 8 works. I can 2 for 1 lumber for the brick. Orange has 4 development cards. What are they doing? I swear, if those are all victory point cards, they're already like way ahead of everybody else. It's mainly the 8, because the 8 brings orange a lumber and a sheep. And then the 10 gives them the wheat, usually gives them the ore, but the ore is shut down. But the 5 is still bringing them ore. 4 gets rolled, okay. So as long as red does not use any development cards. And there goes a knight. We share the 8 lumber, so they won't shut that down. But they'll shut down the 4 brick. And they'll steal a lumber. Thankfully they did not steal anything else. And since they played their knight, they can no longer use any other development cards. So thankfully, I am guaranteed to build this settlement. And I'm not going to take that 3 cards for 1, because that'll give me, I'll end up with 8 cards. It'll just be just my luck that I roll a 7. Okay, so they build a road. Looks like they want to double down on the 5 ore. In the meantime, here goes a settlement. 5-9-12. And I'll pass. The 4 gets rolled, but my brick is shut down. It's too bad. That's okay. Now that I hopefully have kickstarted some near future sheep production from the 5 and the 9, I'll go build that sheep port. Yeah, I mean, I think I have to try to modify my strategy to go for ore and wheat spots predominantly, but because this board has such little ore, it only has 3 ore hexes, and 5 ore is the only good spot, and that the 5, 8, 10 spot got taken right off the bat. I'm not going to build on the 5-2, even though it has a 3-for-1 port. If it was an ore port, I would consider it. Okay, 10s are like doing really good. So orange has a chance. I wrote orange off, but they really have a serious chance here. But my strategy always seems to go towards the build 5 settlements and then upgrade them to cities later. Thankfully, no one has any cities on the board just yet, so I'm still doing okay on that. Blue has road building, so they build a road towards the 3-for-1 port. But where are they going to build that second road? Okay. So yeah, I don't think it would have been worth it to go for that 6, 11, 12 spot, because Blue might just end up getting to it before I can. Orange rolls with 7. It's going to be off the 4 brick, but where is it going to go? Honestly, I need that 5 or 9 open, because that's where my sheep production comes from. That's going to get me very close to the road and settlement that I need. Right on the 5. Steal my lumber. I had 3 lumber. I was going to 2-for-1 if I needed to build a road towards the sheep port. So orange recognizes that I am the other, player to watch out for. I mean, I'm already ahead at 4 victory points, and I have a lot of momentum going for me. And okay, so orange builds their first city. If they build another city and 8s, 5s, and 10s keep getting rolled a lot, then yikes. Okay, they throw the knight down, back on brick. They steal from blue this time. That's a small consolation for me. I'll take it. I will roll a 9. And I can do nothing. I have 2 lumber, but I can't. If I trade it for a brick, then I just have a brick. So I'll just pass. I'll wait for it to get back to my turn. 6. It would have been so nice to be on a 6. The computer does have bricks, so maybe I can try to get some of that. There. Okay, 8s. Man, oranges, they seem to be doing so much better than they should be. But, I mean, you can't deny the dice rolls, the 8s are bringing them lots of sheep, lots of lumber. It's good that they did not get to the lumber port. I beat them to it, so there is that. They do have the wheat port, though, which is going to keep helping them. I think if orange gets around to that 3-for-1 port and builds again on the 5 ore, then we got a big problem. I'm trying to sneak a trade out of that bot, I think, for that brick the bot has. Hopefully the bot... Oh, there goes a knight. Largest army already. Okay, so they steal from the bot. Let's see if they get the brick. Because then I think they could build a settlement on this turn. Their turn's running out, though. Perhaps not. Oh, wow. So they did not get the brick, I don't think. Nope. No thank you. Okay, so they pass. Oh, I do have 8 cards, though. Oh. I had to say something. Okay, so if they did not steal the brick from the bot, that means I have to try, right? So I'm going to throw it on the 10, and I'm going to steal from the bot, and I get the ore. I will hold what I have. I'm not looking to build any development cards now that orange has largest army and probably will have it for the rest of the game. Just need a 4. 2. If their last development card is a knight, then it looks like they'll be throwing it back on the 4 brick, unless they'll throw it on the 6 brick again. 11. Okay, I need a 4, or I need an 8, or I need a 5. 4, 5, 8 will bring me just what I need. 2, really? It's laughable. Does the AI want to trade that brick that they are holding on to there? Oh, can I get a lumber so I can 2-for-1? If I nope. Nope. Okay, let me just pass. Usually I don't hold 7 cards, but I need that one brick. Okay, there's the 8. Maybe I should have traded 2 lumber for a brick, but I still would have had more than 7 cards by the time it got back to my turn anyways. Okay. Orange will roll. There goes another 8. I know I'm getting a lot of lumber, but orange is getting a lot of lumber and sheep. Yes. Yes.
Why is the door shut and locked?
I'll come up with you in a little bit. I'm busy right now. Okay, so wow, 3 cards for a brick. That's insane. I may have been tempted to take that if I did have a brick. And so yeah, like I mentioned before, this will be the last game of the stream. Ooh, that's not a bad trade either. But it is with orange. They are looking pretty powerful here, so I'm gonna hold off. Can I get the city? I could actually. Man, they're making some good trades, but I just gotta wait till my turn. Because if I take the trade, then I could do something on my turn. But if I roll the 7, then it completely mixes up, ruins my strategy. Okay, they're gonna 4 for 1. They're just gonna buy another development card. Let's roll a 4. 10 is also good. Okay, so at this point, I really want to build a road and a settlement. It's such a good. It's tempting. But I'm actually going to build the city instead. And the city is going to go on. It's going to go on the 348. And then from there, I'm going to 4 for 1 the sheep for a brick. And I'll build towards the sheep port. Okay, now if we can really get these 4s and 8s going. Bam, there goes a 4. Then we'll be in much better shape. But if blue's gonna shut the 8 down, okay. My next plan is to see if I can get the settlement on the sheep port, build a city on maybe the 5, 9, 12. Because 4s, they seem to be getting rolled not that much. But then again, 10s are doing well, so maybe I'll just have to build a city on the 4, 5, 10 first, and then go for the 5, 9, 12. Or for a brick, it's tempting, but a 3 or 10 brings me my settlement. Or a 4, so then I can 2 for 1 the lumber. Ooh, wheat for a sheep, tempting, but I'm just gonna wait. Oh, he's trading the bot anyway. He's not worried about trading with me. He builds the settlement on the 5, so now he has 2 settlements on the 5 ore. Okay, the roll the 4, that's good. That's good. Okay, so I'll go directly to the bank. I now have a settlement on the sheep port, and I could actually build. Should I build a road out to where though? I'm gonna build one. Just keep it close by. Don't. I want to go for the 6, 11, 12, but I think it's just too far out. I'll go for the 9, 10. And if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, then I'll build my my second city as soon as I can. But now I have 0 cards, so if I get shut down, at least I won't get anything stolen from me. Of course, I might get cards these next few dice rolls. But yeah, we'll see how these dice rolls go. It'll kind of determine where I should put my second city on the board. Although I will need the robber off of my 8 ore spot, or 8 lumber spot, I mean. Okay, there's a 5. If I can get a lucky 3 to grab 2 wheat, that'll be good. Yep, orange is definitely development card king. They have 2 in hand. Largest army already acquired. 3, there's the 3. Okay. I'll go ahead and trade for 1 ore, and I'll hold what I have. Getting closer. 6. Okay, no problem. Another 6. Okay. 2 6s. I'm gonna need. Give me a 4. Give me a 5. Okay, the 10 gets shut down, so now my 8 is wide open. But orange could have a knight in hand, which means they'll probably be shutting down the 5 sheep. So let's look out for that. Yeah, 4 and 8, 4 5 8. Ferrari 4 5 8. Italia. Speaking of 4 5 and 8. Okay, there goes a 5. One more 5, or a 4 and 8, and we got it. Or a 9. Then I can 4 sheep for 2 ore. Orange is still utilizing the bot. Okay, they already built a road. If they build one more road, they can build in that 3 for 1 port and have much more trading power. 5. Okay, so even though orange is getting all this ore, we're getting the sheep, so we're still doing good. Let's get 2 ore out of that. 5s seem to be, and 9s seem to be doing pretty well. I'm going to throw the city there. And now I hope to get a city on the 4 5 10 next. Okay, these 6s. We got to talk about these 6s. 6 6s have been rolled. That is definitely good for blue and red. But now I have a city on the 5 9 12, so instead of just getting 1 sheep off of 9, I will be getting 2 sheep. Increases my trading power. Knight card. Uh-oh, is it going on the 8? I think it's going on the 8. But now I have a little bit more of a setup here, so even though the 8 is going to go down, still the 5s and 9s working for me. Okay, 10. Orange is just very lucky, or they know what's going on. If orange wins with the 3 settlement, largest army, 2 victory point strategy, then I accept it. I accept that that is the ultimate strategy in basic Catan, in classic Catan. Okay, what am I gonna need? Blue took longish road. Not anywhere near close to taking longish road. Thankfully blue took it, and orange didn't have like a road building in hand, because then they could have quickly taken longish road. That would have put them at 9 victory points, and I think they have at least 1 victory point card in hand. 7. Okay, it's gonna go directly on the 5. And I will steal a brick, which is not bad. I'll pass. If I could get a 4 and 8, I'll build the settlement on the 9 10 spots. See where the bot puts it. Right on the 8. Okay, so now I gotta hope for a 4 or a 5 or a 9. Yeah, I'll build the settlement next, I think. There's a 4. Wait a minute. I build the settlement, and if 4s keep getting rolled, I'll go for longish road. Maybe I should have built the city on the 4 5 10 so I get double brick instead of just 1 brick every time. But I think it's good to build up the sheep to complement the sheep fort that I built on. Either way, it's going to be a close game. I've lost every game, so yeah, Rock Music Maker, I was just about to talk about development cards, so maybe that's the strategy. Incorporate development cards in your strategy for base Catan to have any hope of winning. Let's see where orange moves the robber. Yeah, Rock Music Maker, if I go for longest road, then I think I got it. But it's going to take a lot of fours to make that happen. And blue is already at 6, which means I would have to basically build completely around the 9 or completely around the 4, which would put me at a 7 length road. I roll a 7. Race. Okay, so orange has no cards, so I'm going to put on the 8 so I can steal from blue. Okay, very nice. I'm going to build the settlement. Since I have 2 roads in hand, I will build the 2 roads here. Okay, if I can somehow build 2 more roads before blue builds any more roads, then I win the game. But it's going to be a stretch. Okay, there's a 3. Give me 2 lumber for that wheat, you bot. Nope. Give me 2 sheep. The bot is not budging on trades. But yeah. If I get 2 4s, 6. If I get 2 4s, it can be done. Orange has to roll a 4, and then I have to roll a 4. Hold on. Blue has 3 knights played. They're trying to take largest army and win this game. I see what's going on here. And does orange not have a knight to play? Because if they don't, oh boy, this game. And yep, they did not play a knight, so they must not have a knight in hand. I roll a 10. Oh yeah, this game's over. I'm calling it right here. I think blue is going to steal largest army, and then they have a victory point in hand. That's the win. Wow, orange could not hold on to largest army. I predicted they would hold on to it for the rest of the game. Look at that. I was probably going to win on my next turn. It always happens to me in base Catan. I'm always just barely 1 turn away. So that has been the stream, the base Catan live stream number 1. Of course, if you are interested in Cities and Knights whatsoever, please tune in to the Cities and Knights live stream tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll see you over there. Yeah, base Catan, it's just frustrating because you're always 1 turn away from winning, it seems like. 3 sheep, 4 wheat. If I rolled the 4, then I could have gotten 3 lumber and a brick. And I could have 4 for 1, the wheat for a 2nd brick, 2 more roads, longest road, and that would have been the victory right then and there. So yeah, I really think I was 1 turn away from winning the game. Even an 8 would have brought me 3 lumber, and I could 2 for 1 sheep, 4 for 1 wheat for the 2 brick. And there's the victory also. Anywho, thank you guys so much for watching, and I am out of here. Enjoy the rest of your day or your evening, whatever time zone you may be from, and I will see you in the next live stream. Enjoy playing Super Catan. Maybe you'll have much better success than I do. But those were still 3 solid games. Got pretty close to winning, but other players are just a little bit quicker. Alright, thank you for watching. I will see you later.